Jack Fletcher, JF Boxing TV. I'm here with Ezra, the Cannon Taylor, live and direct from Bilborough Amateur Boxing Club. I think it must have been just shy of 3 years since I last popped down here. When you were just about to turn over pro, there was a bit of talk about it, but we're back here today after all this time. Ezra, how are you, buddy?
I'm well, Jack. I'm well. I'm fine. I'm grateful for life and health and the rest of it. But yeah, I'm good. I'm back and I'm better.
I was driving down Arnold Road roughly about 4 weeks ago, and I saw a man running down the road like a speeding bullet. Ezra the Cannon Taylor out on the morning runs, dusting up the road, and I think I wound my window down and said, "Look, we need to catch up and get an interview in the bag," and here we are. So just talk to me about what you've been up to over the last couple of months.
It's been an interesting couple of months, to be honest. I've been grateful and blessed with the opportunity to be able to go to Spain. First of all, I went to Spain Spa and train with Arsen Ferros. He's a cruiserweight champion. So I went out there, high altitude. I was doing what I needed to do out there, sparring, helping him get used to certain things like moving around and whatnot. But again, most of it was beneficial for me, more beneficial than it was for him. So when I heard I got the phone call, I jumped at it straight away. So I went out there, I was running with you see the goats? You see goats on the mountains and they sat on the side, the mountain goats. I was running with them guys. I was up on the mountains with them lot. So yeah, it was crazy. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience to have and put in my arsenal. So then when I came back to the UK, getting back to it, and then again, I had the opportunity to go out to train with Freddie Roach, Hall of Famer. So I said, yeah, of course. If I can, if I got the opportunity and the resources to do so, I'll do it. So yeah, as soon as I got the phone call, said yeah, of course, and then yeah, went out there with my closest friend, Devonte, and yeah, we just again soaked up the experience. I was able to rub shoulders with different world champions. Who was fighting that pitbull opponent versus Javante Davis, and they had like the press conference at the Wildcard Boxing Club. So just being in awe of that and being able to be around that atmosphere, see how press conferences are for world champions, it was great because at one point I will be at that stage. So it was good, and obviously sparring, the training, just networking, speaking, learning, getting knowledge from people. It's just amazing. So yeah, I've come back here, but unfortunately I had to come back with an injury. So I was dealing with an injury as well for the last beginning of the year, a couple of months in, just trying to deal with the injury. And then, yeah, like I was saying at the start of the interview, I'm back and I'm better now. I'm recovered. I've got a fight date in place. I'm feeling better than ever. And, yeah, I'm really ready to get my hands on someone.
I mean, the Wild Card gym, massively iconic. Just talk me through the moments when you sort of walked through the gym doors and you bumped into Freddie Roach for the first time. That must have been quite a surreal moment for you.
100%. I hopped out the car and he was already waiting at the top of the stairs. Like he goes up like that, and he was waiting at the top of the stairs for me. So I went up to him, in my head I'm saying I'm the man, but this is Freddie Roach, so I got to kind of be a bit more humble. So I said to him like, yeah, I'm here from the UK and blah blah blah, because I'm saying I'm here from the UK like it's down the road, like this is thousands of miles. And he turned around and said, yeah, you're here for me, right? That's what Freddie said. He's like, yeah, you're here for me? I said, yeah. I was like, let's get to it. So then, yeah, he showed me to his private gym, which is downstairs where all the professional boxers, they're like the elite professional boxers train and whatnot. And I was able to do some pad work with him, get the feel of it. And we're just mixing it up, just talking. My friend Devonte was talking. We got along well. Like, I've got a very good relationship with him. He was just, it's taking me under his wing, make sure everything was all right when I was there. So, yeah, it was surreal. Sometimes it made me feel so welcome at home, or at home when I was there. It kind of made me forget, it was Freddie Roach that I'm dealing with. Like his name is huge, he holds weight, he's got substance. And after a while, since me and him were kind of like, cool, it just kind of went out of my mind. But certain things, realization, making me think, it is Freddie Roach. Like, people used to approach him and say certain things and whatnot. But yeah, overall it's amazing, man. I can't be any more grateful than I am at the moment, because I'm only 2 fights in my professional career, and I've done things that people dream of. I dreamt of that at one point. I used to lie about that at one point, to be fair. I think the first time I went to America, I don't lie now anymore, just to put it out there, I don't lie. But yeah, I used to say to them, like, oh yeah, I'm going out to Freddie Roach and whatnot to train. But at that point I wasn't. I went South Carolina, which was great as well. But now actually was able to say I'm going to Freddie Roach. It's mad. It's crazy. Even now when I speak about it, it's crazy.
How does something like that get organised? Obviously, you're a local lad. You're from the streets of Nottingham, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in America being trained by Freddie Roach. How does something like that come to fruition? Because that's not an opportunity that many local boxers get at this stage of your career.
Definitely, definitely. But with that, I've got to kind of thank my team, because without me, all I do is I just fight. I just put in the work and just fight. These opportunities get created around me by my team. My manager mainly, he's got very good connections with a lot of people throughout the boxing industry. So when it came to light that was a potential, then I was like, yeah, let's explore that. Let's see what I can do, because I'm here to learn. It's a learning journey. You can never stop learning, and I'm at the stage where I need to learn as much as possible. You know, the only thing I lack is experience. I've got the rest of it. I've got more than what these other guys have. You know what I'm saying? So all I lack is experience. If I can get that in bundles, because I learned quite a lot. I learned probably, I don't know, much more than what I would have learned if I was here for 2 months in the matter of 3 weeks. That's a cumulative of being in Spain and America. So yeah, it's just down to connections, people speaking, people looking what you're about. You know, I'm not saying that I'm amazing, but I have something that they can work with. And I was giving those boxers over there good spars as well. So I wasn't just there just to participate. I was really, you know, making it competitive. And I'm representing for the UK and NOTS, really and truly.
So we're coming to May now, and you've got a huge fight coming up at Pride Park Stadium. Zach Parker undercard. You're now signed by Frank Warren Promotions. So you've got a definitive date in the diary. Can you just tell everybody when that date is?
Yeah, well, it's the 21st of May. This is an exclusive announcement. I haven't even announced it yet on my socials in general. But yeah, May the 21st, fighting on the Zach Parker and Demetrius Andrade undercard world title fight that they're fighting for, which is again another blessing. Things happening in mad ways. God's got crazy timing, but it always comes through. So yeah, so now I'm fighting on that undercard, which I'm blessed to be in. It's at Pride Park, which is a football stadium as well. And again, it's round the corner from my house, from Nottingham. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully there should be big support for that. I've been training so hard for this in general. I've learned so much, and I'm putting it into play. And on the 21st, I'll be able to put that into practice in the ring.
In regards to your opponent, is this going to be are we talking about fighting a journeyman, or are we talking about a more competitive opponent? Do you actually know who you're fighting at this stage, or is it a case of just waiting to find out who you're going to be fighting in the not too distant future?
No, it's been confirmed. I know the guy. I'm not going to say his name yet, but yeah, it's been confirmed. He's tall. He's, I think, about 6'2", 6'3", so that's already a challenge on its own. I don't like to call these people journeymen, because anyone you jump in a ring with, if you say journeyman, it sounds like a slouch, someone who's not going to do anything. But you never know, like, one day they could think and, you know, turn it up. I've seen it. We've seen it on recent times on TV and the rest of it, like people turning up. So I don't underestimate anyone that I jump in a ring with. But this guy, like I was saying, I like, in my previous interviews and whatnot, I like to do tick box exercises, you know, like my first opponent, I stopped him. Then the second one, I did the rounds. So I've done the rounds and I've stopped someone that now I'm coming up against a different challenge. He's probably slightly taller than me. So now how I'm going to combat that? That's another tick box exercise. But I'm going to go in there and just do destruction regardless. But it's just how I'm going to do it. How am I going to, you know, get to what I need to do and how to execute it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
I think as well, Pride Park Stadium, there's going to be a massive capacity there as well. So under the bright lights, on television, Frank Warren Promotions, the whole of the UK watching you. You've come a long way in a short space of time, Ezra.
Yeah, no, I have. And again, I keep shouting out, I'm grateful and blessed and whatnot, but I am very, very, from genuinely in my heart, I'm grateful, because it's hard. It's a hard journey. It's a long journey, and it's going to get even longer than that as well. It's going to come up with ups and downs and the rest of it, but you go down, then you get up, and then you go down, and you go up, and the rest of it. So, yeah, I'm blessed, and I'm very, very happy to be in this position right now. Third fight, fighting on a world title undercard, or card, shall I say, and me being on the undercard, and again, being at a football stadium. Like, these are the things that you dream of as a little kid, but I didn't start as a little kid. I started when I was like 18, 17, so this is what I was dreaming of not too long ago, and now it's kind of coming to light, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. I have come a long way. I've got a longer way to go, and I'm ready for whatever it takes.
I mean, realistically, Ezra, how many fights do you want to have this year? Obviously, we're coming into May. You've got this fight coming up, but off the back of that, hypothetically, you go in there and put on a boxing masterclass. What's the plan for the remainder of the year?
Be as busy as possible, to be honest. I'm here for longevity. I'm here to be a world champion. I can't be a world champion sitting back and just being stagnant, having one fight and then just sitting back for a bit. As soon as that's gone over, me and my team will evaluate what I need to do, what I need to work on, and we'll work on it. When we get that phone call, we just get back to it straight away. Hopefully, I'd like to be out in July. I think they've announced was it Joseph Parker versus Joe Joyce. So I'd love to be on that. Again, I'm not trying to push too much, Frank. If you're hearing, just take the hint. But in general, regardless, wherever it needs to be, I just want to get in that ring, get that experience. Because like I said, the only thing I lack is experience. So when I start getting that, then I'm going to be a force reckon to be handled with. So yeah, I'm ready.
Just moving on to mainstream boxing, I'm assuming that you watched the Tyson Fury Dillian fight of the weekend. Just your thoughts on that?
It was a great fight. I can't lie. It was a great fight, great occasion. I think they made history as well. So these things here, you've got to kind of address first. But overall, it was good. Dillian Whyte, he probably has some regrets. He went out Southport the first round and the rest of it. I don't know what type of game plan he did have, but Tyson Fury, as you can see, he does execute boxing greatness. He boxes, and for a heavyweight, 6'9", it's hard. I'm not saying it's hard to box, but box like how he does, so elegantly and fluently. You got to take your hat off to him, even if you are not a supporter or you are. But I also take my hat off to Dillian Whyte as well, because he deserved that shot, and he took it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it's about. It's boxing at the end of the day. It was great. But to let you know, after that fight, I went for a 6-mile run. I said, you know what? When I do get to that level, I can't allow anything to get in my way. I don't want Dillian. I wouldn't want to be in Dillian's position and just turn around and say, oh, I wish I did this or I wish I did that more. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it from now. So that's why I went and did my thing. Make sure I was doing what I needed to do.
Just a question that needs an honest answer. Was it the uppercut that knocked him out, or did the push to the canvas knock him out?
That's all politics. I could get shot from saying what I'm about to say, but I'm saying it's an uppercut, man. Like, it's boxing. I get what I've lived it. Like we live it. You've even been in there as well. You know what happens. So you get hit, you can get buzzed, you can get rocked, you can get dropped. It happens, especially at heavyweight boxing. Like, these guys hit hard. There's no shame in that. You've been in the ring. Like, you've been courageous enough to be in that. Jump in that ring like a warrior in front of 94,000 people and fight for your life. Essentially, you're fighting to change your family's future and with the rest of it. So me personally, I'm not here for excuses. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens in that ring, the good or the bad. But me personally, I seen an uppercut. I seen it was greatly executed, and he was struggling to recover as well. So he got up and he was struggling to recover and the rest of it. But like I said, Dillian, he gets my full respect regardless, man. He's a warrior in the sport, and he's done a lot for the sport as well in UK British boxing as well. So yeah, I take my hat off and hopefully see him in the ring again. I see him with Tyson Fury too.
Looking at that capacity crowd of 95,000 people at Wembley Stadium on Saturday, and then looking at your career and where you are at the minute and where you want to be in the future, do you truly sort of believe deep down inside yourself that you can eventually, at some point, get to that point? World title? Are we talking a world title at some point? Can you get there, Ezra? Do you believe that you can get there?
Yeah, 100%. I don't even need to go deep down inside myself. Like, I know. I say it with confidence. I say it with conviction. I say it. I stand on it. I'm not doing it. If I wasn't wanting to be number one, being number one means to me being world champion. And being world champions of several belts as well, not just getting one. I want to do I want to have a legacy. That's what I'm in here for. So if I was doing it for any other reason, just to box because I've done it for so long, or I've made sacrifices, then I can pack it up and do something much easier. Like, there's much more things to do in life. Life is hard, but boxing is super hard. Like, this is the hardest thing I could ever think of even choosing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know for a fact I can become world champion, and you will be interviewing me at one point as that. And I've got these belts slanging off my shoulders and the rest of it. I'll promise you that. I can definitely promise you that.
It's been absolutely fantastic coming down to see you today. Have you got any sort of any final words? Do you want to thank any sponsors? Take it away.
Yeah, I just want to thank. It gets from to a point where I just want to start thanking my team. So if you are my sponsor, you're part of my team. Anyone that's in my circle supporting me, that's what I want to thank. I don't like to start thanking out people individually anymore, because everyone that comes together to help me achieve my dream. Like yourself right now, you're interviewing me, so you're part of my circle as well. Thank you for giving me the time to, explain myself and what I had to do for the last couple of months. So I appreciate that. But yeah, just I've got a lot in store. And I'm starting to unlock it now. And it's starting to become a scary sight in the ring. I promise you that. I've got much more to show than what you do see. You know what I'm saying? I put hours in behind the closed doors, but you see me in the ring for what? Last time was 12 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next time it could be 18 minutes, 6 rounds, and the rest of it, or earlier if I get them out. But just know I'm putting in the work, and it's going to be entertaining. See, it's going to be entertaining and a knockout, or both of them combined. It's going to be that 100%.
And finally, just for people that didn't hear first time around, Pride Park, just dates and tickets available.
Yeah, tickets available. I just got my hands on them now, so I'm going to start doing that. But I'm going to announce it officially on my socials and start dealing with all that craziness. But yeah, 21st of May, Zach Parker versus Demetrius Andre. And Ezra Taylor's going to be on there. So I know there's a world title, but come see the champ. I'm the champ. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, tune in.
Ezra Taylor, thanks for your time and thanks for coming on to JF Boxing TV.
Thank you.